YouTube, g'day mate, how are you? Got much on? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Sam. Thanks again for checking out another video. Today, a bit of an interesting one. I had a request in the comment section from a fan requesting a bit of detail or breakdown as to how I rotate in solos and general gameplay. So I'm going to go through a decent game today, not huge kills, but the rotations were there and it made it quite an easy and interesting game. And I wanted to break that down in quite a bit of detail to show you what my thinking was and what I did and why and how I ended up getting into the situations that I was in. There are some fantastic, really detailed guides on rotations, and I'm going to actually link them in the description and probably put a card up in one of these corners. IcemanIsacc has done an incredible job and broken this down in huge detail, like I said, in his Warzone Academy videos, which has probably driven me to become a better player, and because of him, I really appreciate all the stuff he's done. IcemanIsacc, love you, bro. Thanks for all the work you put in. So yeah, check out his videos in the description, wherever they're going to be linked. Have a look at those. I won't go into super detail because they are so descriptive, but I'll put it into practice and talk through my movements, so hopefully make that a bit clearer. If you haven't already, I'd really appreciate if you'd subscribe to the channel and hit that like button because it really helps me. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you don't miss any future videos just like this one. If there's anything you want to see from me in the future, please feel free to comment down below, and I'll do my best to make videos based around what you guys need. Like I said, like the video if you can, stick around through the whole thing, feedback down below, and again, I really appreciate all the support. Almost at 200, so hopefully we can crack that and crack the next milestone. So thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, so here we are. I'm about to jump in. One thing I always do is check the map. Make sure that I know where I'm going, and I generally like to land just on the fringe of the zone, like just the outside of the zone. And you'll see me land here, grab a bounty. Generally, solos, bounty's always key. I think you get instant money if you get that kill, so I generally go for bounty. Plus, you know where people are. So let's see where I go. Yeah. Okay, so I've landed, saw a bit of money, and early game rotations aren't overly important until the gas starts moving. So we're going to skip ahead until there's some action, and then I'll explain my rotations as we go through the gameplay. Right, I've done some looting, and I've just checked my minimap, and often I'll push for a UAV and spend my money early on a UAV, especially in a busy area like downtown, just to see what's up. I knew there were a lot of people around, so yeah, spend a bit of money, go to UAV, and I'm going to push towards a red dot.
Enemy UAV overhead. UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
Okay, cheeky kill there. Shift back over to the buy station again, conscious that there's quite a lot of people around, and get a UAV.
For target location. Requesting area recon.
UAV entering the AO. RTB for resupply.
Okay, so you'll see that the UAV is still up. I'm constantly checking my minimap. And as the zone is now starting to close, or about to start to close, you'll see that I start to check my map constantly. And this is where I start to pinwheel. Now, pinwheel rotation is where you actually start to work the circle, as these arrows show, in a pinwheel fashion to start to cut off your enemy that are getting pushed into the into the zone out of the gas. I'm sure that you've all been caught out of positioning in the past. I know I definitely have, and how easily those people have just been able to kill you because it's either you die to the gas or you die to that person that's in front of you, and you get caught in a position where you're pinched between those two threats, your enemy and the gas. So we're trying to put people in that situation as much as we can, and that will equal higher kill games and easy wins hopefully as well. Okay, so I've got this guy pinned on the roof, and I watch him jump off, but the zone is super fast in zone 1, obviously the gas is fast. You can hear him coughing. And this would have been a really good example of the pinwheel rotation working and me pinning this guy against the gas. But he chose suicide and died to the gas. So, let's see if we can find another example. Alright, so I went to the Goosh. I lost a gunfight to my bounty that I was chasing, and I'm at a bad spot now. I'm trying to regain, and my rotations here are quite important. So again, I land on the outside of the circle. I see people below me. I'm going for this scav, but notice there's a proper fight going on here. So let's see how this goes down. Really risky push. And a really lucky regain. So I just killed 2 guys with loadouts, 1 with a pistol. So yeah, definitely came out on top. I had high ground, so high ground advantage is key. But we'll see how I rotate from here. I think this is where things get interesting, and where your rotations become crucial. So we're almost at the end of the 3rd zone. And I'll start to explain my movement from here. It was actually a really slow start to the game, so let's see how we get on. Excellent, 4x2. So I was lucky enough to pick up a UAV off that guy, and I've marked where there's someone on the map. They're just here. Bounty's super useful late game, or the whole game, for visibility, and I've moved over and rotated to pin this guy between the gas and myself. Once again, in a position of power, got the high ground, and my little friend has no choice but to run. Bit of a bot, if I'm being honest. Almost chalked it, but fairly easy kill in an open field in the end. As you see on the minimap, I'm still rotating against the gas in a pinwheel rotation, but I'm going from right to left this time. So you see me work the gas from the left to try and push anyone out. And I will continue to rotate this way up until a point almost in the 4th, when the 4th zone starts to close is when I start to slow down. So continue to work the pinwheel and force people who are coming out of the gas into my little trap. Managed to buy a cheeky UAV and really surprised that there's still people on the map. Get a good down there, but couldn't get the finish. See, this guy is also pinned on the left side of the gas here. So I'm going to try and rotate to hold him.
RTV for resupply.
I won't lie, my heart stopped for a moment because I thought I was going to break my legs.
UAV overhead. Ten remain. You're nearly done.
And it's at around this point in the match when, you know, your loadout drops, your final loadout drops, that you really need to take it back a step and slow down. I am still continuing to rotate in the pinwheel fashion, but I know that my back is relatively clear now. I do know there's still that sniper that I downed over the other side. I think he's still around, but there's only 8 people left, 9 people left, including myself, so being cautious here. Shot. Get hit by a great shot, but luckily I've got cover, I've got a self-revive. I probably wouldn't have challenged if I didn't have self-res. Again, heal up is a priority. And in general, there's a theory that everybody is positioned at this late stage in the game in a triangle. So there's probably someone on my right hand side, which is that guy that just obviously shot me in the face. Then there's probably another group of people coming from the left hand side of the zone, and then they're probably from train, and then the other people are probably coming from boneyard. So I'm keeping this in my mind, and I'm going to rotate back away from the danger, the guys in the houses, to ensure that I've got some cover in the hills, get high ground, and hopefully I get the pull from the zone. Ordinarily, I would never suggest that you keep checking your heartbeat at this late stage in the game. You really need to start to rely on your eyesight and stop checking your heartbeat. But because there was like 5 or 6 people still on the ping when I had my UAV up, I'm conscious that they still might be on heartbeat, which is why I'm checking it. Normally I'd probably switch it out for some stuns.
Gas inbound. Take zone relocated. Less than 5 targets remain. Then get it done.
No! Guy really chalked it there. I actually don't know how I survived that. My game probably should have ended there. I really quickly want to explain the rule of triangles, as I mentioned before. So in theory, there should be one person opposite on my right hand side and another on my left hand side, which in fact draws a triangle. So it's great to just keep this in mind in future. If you find yourself in a situation where there's 3 people left in the match, 2 people left in the match, for example. I make the call here to switch my sniper out for something more long range as an AR, because I know that we're getting into this close proximity. I'm not going to use my sniper anymore, so something to keep in mind as well in future. Yes, please. Yes! Woo-hoo-hoo! Get in, boy! Get in! GG's. That was the slowest, weirdest start game. Wow. You! I was concentrating that whole game. It was hectic. GG, guys.